Hello, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Here's some ordinary Joe, man on the street, who's written quite a long letter to all of the major world leaders. And I can't even start my video properly. I don't know how to use the delayed start. Anyhow, the name of me is Philip Arundel. I'm quite old, 82. And I've been an ordinary bloke all my life, an amateur small businessman, an amateur sportsman. Loved playing sport all my life. Amateur watercolor painter. You'll see some of my paintings as we take breaks. And for the last 35 years, a very amateur philosopher. And the big bee in my bonnet has been the big battle of humanity versus creation. In other words, the problems mankind is putting upon our lovely world and nature, and the way we govern ourselves. So right now, I think every other man on the street, this letter is a letter that I think every one of us ordinary blokes, ladies, Joes and Judies would want to write to our world leaders, because if we look around at the state of the world, it's crying out for somebody to say, you know, get a hold of yourself. We are living in a very, very dangerous and confused world, and nobody is taking a grip on anything. So, you know, I think we, the ordinary people who comprise 99.5%, we should demand a little bit more positive action from those boys and girls at the top, the world leaders. I mean, I know humans as a whole, we are all responsible for the world we're living in today, but to try and get it put right, we can do very little apart from make our views known. We've got to point a finger at the world leaders, and the world leaders, for some reason, cannot not even think of any draconian changes as to the way we run our countries and our world. Everybody's too frightened to make a change. So anyway, that's why I decided to write to these world leaders. And I wrote via, each leader had his own ambassador in London. So I sent the recorded delivery to His Excellency the Ambassador, or they're under lovely names, His Excellency High Commissioner. We've even got His Excellency Ambassador Extraordinaire and Plenipotentiary of the Republic of Kazakhstan, for instance. All very high names. But as you'd expect, I got not one reply or acknowledgement. And I suppose, why should they? Why should a world leader have a letter written to him by a man on the street? There are about 8 billion of us. So the ambassadors, maybe the secretaries of the ambassadors, probably shredded the letter. So I'm going to read it here on YouTube. And this message is to every Joe and Judy like me, who really basically are demanding, would like to see action from our leaders to make this world of ours a safer place. This is just a small portion of the things I wrote to the ambassadors. I mean, the main thing, our main concern is the environment. A slow death by the industry or growth economies all over the world, that'll certainly strangle our environment, give it a slow death. And a sudden death we have got, because of the way that we have developed the brains that God gave us or nature gave us. We have developed this most terrifying bomb. And all you have to do is think that we are human, and what do humans have in them? We are, inside us in our DNA, we are full of human error. That's why human error is involved in all kinds of things. Airplane crashes down to a game of chess. How many mistakes I've made in a game, one game of chess, incalculable. So when you combine human error with one catastrophic bomb, because it's not just one bomb. A lot of countries have nuclear stockpiles. All these missiles are already pre-targeted. So once one bomb goes, the other bombs will automatically go, and we'll all be blown to smithereens, including every worm, whale, butterfly on Earth that we are responsible for. So that's why. That's the real immediate danger that we could suffer, our world could suffer, because of one individual human being waking up after a bad night's sleep in a bad mood and doing the wrong thing. It's a terrifying thought. So we've got to stop it. As I say, so far there are no big draconian changes on the world scene. We're seeing what's happened, how the United Nations is powerless to stop Ukraine and what's happening in the Middle East and other areas. That's happened before and will happen after. So anyway, we'll take a little pause, because then I'll get on to the main letter to the world leaders, and read through it slowly. But right now, let's take a break. Thank you.